in his apology, he says as a young man that he didn't get the full power of the N-word. Does a 15-year-old get a pass on that, Marc Lamont Hill, you think? Sonny says no.
I don't like the word pass because it suggests that we pretend that it didn't happen and we don't have any critique of it. Justin Bieber is worthy of critique on this and many other issues. I think we have to challenge him on this. But, you know, you can't hold someone prisoner purely to what they did when they were 15 years old. I think that would be dangerous, too. A few years ago, Eminem, a tape leaked out of Eminem. The Source magazine leaked a tape of Eminem using the N-word in a rap. I don't believe Eminem to be a racist. I think Eminem used a very bad choice of words. I think he did something racist, but I don't want to reduce him to that moment. The difference between Donald Sterling and Justin Bieber is two things. One difference is that they're a different age. Donald Sterling was a full-grown man, but two, Donald Sterling doesn't just call people the N-word. He treats people like the N-word.
I think it's worse, though. Quite frankly, I think it's worse that Justin Bieber, at 15, growing up in this day and age, when we know that that kind of language is offensive, that it won't be tolerated, that he's able to utter that kind of joke. My son is 11 years old, and he knows darn well that he cannot use that term. But you have different rules,
Sonny. But see, Sonny, you're like an N-word fundamentalist, right? And I'm like the opposite, right?
Yeah, because you like to use the N-word. I think we should put that out there. You think it's okay for black people to use it, but not white people to use it. So Frank can't use it, but I can, which is absurd.
I don't use it in public. I don't use it on TV. That's how I keep a job. But in my house, I use the N-word promiscuously.
And you shouldn't.
And I am promiscuous with the N-word in my house, and I'm cool with that. I think there's a different set of rules for Justin Bieber, and I think at 15 you might not know those rules. That doesn't let him off the hook. He needs to be challenged. He needs to be critiqued, and I hope he knows better than to use it now. But I think that's different than Donald Sterling, who doesn't just use the N-word. He had discriminatory housing practices, allegedly. He had discriminatory workplace policies, allegedly. That kind of stuff is far worse than some 15-year-old kid telling a stupid joke using the N-word. It's not right.
Okay, so listen, he